Today, stem cell therapy plays an important role in the treatment of over 80 diseases. Advances in stem cell research have been rapid, thanks largely to the efforts of the scientists at ITERA. In this rapid development has been the dialogue between the scientists involved in this research. The exchange of information on results of research into clinical studies, as well as the sharing of experiences, enables laboratory experiments to be turned into actual clinical practice. The ITERA conference is a unique opportunity for this exchange of information.
When I founded ITERA, it was a need.
Professor Albert Ramon is the founder and chairman of ITERA. For him, the success of the conference depends on whether he can bring experts from the different fields of stem cell research together around the same table.
There is engineering, there are physics, there are medical doctors, there are also nurses, and there are also people behind an organization.
The importance of ITERA is also recognized by the UNESCO Committee for Bioethics and Human Rights.
Our UNESCO chair in Bioethics and Human Rights is important to support this research and this clinical practice, because ITERA members are working also they want to work with an ethical attitude in respect of human dignity and fundamental rights.
Traditionally, ITERA conferences are held in the picturesque setting of Maastricht in Holland. The highlight of the recent conference, the fifth of its kind, was the talk given by Professor Elian Gluckman, who was the first specialist to transplant cord blood stem cells in 1988.
It was in a child with rare aplastic anemia.
The sick boy received his sister's cord blood stem cells, and the treatment was a resounding success.
Now, 22 years later, the patient is doing well.
You have a connection with him?
Yeah, I received news, and we had a big ceremony for the 20th anniversary. He was 5 years old at this time of the transplant. Now he's 27, and he's doing very well.
Cryo-save is very proud to sponsor such an event.
Arnold van Tulder is the Chief Executive Officer of Cryo-save. Cryo-save is the leading stem cell bank in Europe and was recently proud to announce it had reached the landmark number of 200,000 cord blood stem cell samples kept in storage, a unique achievement in the region. The company has been a supporter of ITERA since it was established.
There are today already a lot of applications with stem cells, which can be treated and are treated today with stem cells from the umbilical cord blood, but it also indicates that there's a huge potential for stem cell applications in the near future. And that's what has been discussed here today at this ITERA Congress.
As always, many interesting research results were announced at the conference. Professor Suurbeck presented his findings on the stem cell treatment of premature babies suffering from brain injuries.
What is the theory behind it? The hypothesis is that if you transplant stem cells in the right moment, in the right window of opportunity, that you get a positive effect on the brain development.
The professor explained that stem cells infiltrate the damaged tissue and can also help stimulate the regeneration of the brain.
We need 3 years at least to have a treatment which you can widely use. So I think we need some time to await the results of clinical trials, but I think more and more is going to this direction.
Stem cell research could revolutionize medical science, which is why Mark Waterschut, the founder of Cryo-save, is extremely optimistic about the next 10 years.
10 years, I think, is a real optimistic time to look at therapies coming around, because now there's a lot of clinical trials going on, indeed, to try to cure heart diseases, diabetes, maybe Parkinson also, and with stem cells it will be possible, I think.
If you want to transplant an adult patient, you need to have a lot of stem cells.
Lorenza Lazzari and her team at the Stem Cell Research Institute in Milan proved to be one of the sensations of this year's conference, as a result of their success in the expansion of cord blood stem cells.
What we have in our cell product after expansion is exactly the same that we had at the beginning, before manipulations. So, first of all, I have to tell you that we already transplanted the manipulated cells, the expanded cells in patients. So we already observed, yes, it works very well.
This makes stem cell therapy more efficient in the treatment of hematological and immune diseases. And thanks to other clinical studies, common diseases such as myocardial infarction can now be treated by means of stem cell therapy. ITERA and its chairman, Dr. Albert Ramon, have also been awarded the UNESCO International Code of Ethics Prize. This award was given to the scientists of ITERA for sharing values and maintaining ethical principles in their field of expertise.